What's up, Cool Nation? It's me, Coolness17, the coolest of the cool. That's me, and today the true Halloween special is coming up. We reviewed all the stuff about Halloween, but now it's officially Halloween, and the official Halloween special is coming up. So, what do you think we'll be reviewing today? Well, we're going to review a little film called Coroline. So Coroline, hey, wait just a second. This script doesn't say about a film called Coroline. It says about Caroline and the magic potion. What the hell is that film? Well, I guess you'll find out soon enough. That was a prank by me. Like, I replaced the A with an O and added the magic potion to it. So, yeah, I'm gonna, instead of watching a great film, he's gonna watch a totally crappy film. Yeah, it's gonna be a trick rather than a treat. Alright, so what is this Coroline film about? I swear to God, there's a lot of companies involved with this film for some reason. Oh, finally. Okay, so Coroline and the magic potion. Are they actually even trying to hide it? I don't think so. Coraline, what? They didn't even trying to disguise this. I mean, the girl in this film looks like Coroline a bit. And plus it's called Caroline, which, by the way, was a running gag in Coroline. In Coroline, everyone called her Caroline, about the fact that the Coroline girl didn't want to be called Caroline. They just stole that name. What? Why? Like, them trying to hide it. It was... They didn't even try. They didn't even try, okay? Like, come on. You just replaced the letter O with A. Bam! It's Caroline. Oh my God. Why? Well, let's see what actually happened behind the film production, the history of the film. Okay, so in terms of the history of the film, well, it was directed by someone called Virginia Curio. I think that's what her name is. So she primarily just makes commercials and stop motion animation. Yeah, and it's not that bad actually. It has a better quality than Caroline. The commercials have better quality animation. So I have no idea how Caroline came out like this. Now, this film was originally called Arrayás. I think that's what this film was called back in Spain, where this film was produced. So it was originally called that during its Spanish, Spanish release. I think it was originally released in 2013, but then it, for some reason, came to an international audience in 2015. Who actually thought it was a good idea to localize this? Well, Who actually thought it was a good idea? And I think the writer of this film was Angela Derriro. Okay. That, how you say him? Alright, I'm trying my best, okay? So she makes, and she makes, books, picture books. She's the writer of this film. And, yeah, that's what she does. She decided to make, this write for this film. For some reason. I don't know why. She didn't do a really good job, though. But when they made it international, for some godforsaken reason, they decided to call it Caroline. I'm pretty sure the localization team just decided to change her name to Caroline because they thought that the film was just horrible and no one would buy it unless they just decide to stretch the truth in some way, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what actually happened behind the scenes, and that's why this film is called Coroline. You know, you're probably asking what it has to do with Halloween. Well, it's a ripoff of Coraline, so yeah, and plus, listen, it's just a ripoff of Coraline, and that's all the convincing you need that this is a Halloween film. And plus, that this film is probably even more horrifying than Coraline. Okay. Like, just watching this film was a horrible experience, okay? I was truly going and seeing, oh god, when will this godforsaken film end? I didn't even technically finish it. Like, near the ending scene, I just closed the film. There was only like a few minutes left. I couldn't even get through that. I was just like, screw it. I know what I already need to know. I already know. I'll just turn it off. That's how bad this is, okay? It's not the worst film ever, but it's really trying to break into that category, you know. It's one of the worst films I've ever seen. One of the worst films that I had the displeasure of actually sitting down and actually watching. Oh my god. Let's go into the flaws of the animation. Alright, so in terms of why this film looks so crappy, I know why it's like that. It's mainly because of the frame rate. Alright? The movement is so laggy, okay? I mean, it's kind of like stop motion, but you know, the stop motion works, you know. They put the right amount of frames, but here it's just extremely choppy. The animation really goes an all-time low when they're driving cars. Seriously, it's really laggy when they're driving goddamn cars. It really lags, okay? It just does not look good. Look at that movement! Look at the movement of that goddamn car! Like, seriously, that's unacceptable. Also, there's animation errors galore in this film, okay? Such as faces just glitching out and just not, you know, loading up properly. The animation overall just really looks bad. And let's get into the story. Honestly, it's really bad. It's really confusing. I can barely tell what actually happened in the goddamn movie. Like, seriously, this is all I remember, okay? This is all I remember. And in case you're asking me, well, why don't you watch the film again? No! I'm telling you, no! Watching it the first time was already a horrible experience. I'm not watching it again. Okay, let's get into this. So it starts off with our protagonist, Coroline. That is her actual name, but it starts off with her just sneaking around in some room. And she's looking for some sort of magic potion. And then her grandma just comes over. And seriously, the grandma's voice acting. It sounds like text-to-speech.
Caroline, I know you're in there. Come out and help me, dear. Caroline.
Yeah, she's probably one of the worst voice actors in this entire film. Like, seriously, she shows literally no emotion whatsoever. But then the grandma finds Coroline. But it turns out that Caroline, not Coraline, Caroline was taking this magic because she wants to get in this Flyers Club. So then she goes and calls the leader of the Flyers Club, I guess, and tells him that, you know, that she knows how to fly. But you know, the dude, who, by the way, named Salou, he's like, no, of course not. What are you talking about? So it turns out the grandma is just getting just some recipes, just some, remedies for random crap and whatnot, and giving it to her customers. Then the grandma finds out that Caroline was using the potion. And it's like, that stuff is poisonous. Why the hell are you using it? But, like, there's this guy who's just going around who wants to buy the truck. But the granny she won't do it. She won't sell it. Also, there's a lot of horrible dialogue in this film. So listen to this.
Being able to fly is cool, and I want to fly.
Things that are
Look at this dialogue. Yeah, this dialogue.
Where's the bottle you picked up?
The interesting things always get me in trouble.
But the guy who was asking to just get her grandma's food truck, they like put some drone in the food the truck. Not a food truck, but they just put a camera there, and this villain wants her secret formula. So they're going in, So Caroline and the grandma are just going in the truck. Also, this weird crap. Apparently, Caroline is having these dreams about just hanging out with Salou and doing all this crap with him. Yeah, I think she's in love. She's in love with some older dude. What the hell is this film? But then those dudes who wanted the truck just come up and start driving around, trying to get it. So Caroline trying to get this umbrella to fly, probably some sort of test, and then she just starts flying around and she just starts flying on it. And so she just slips through the window. Yes, the film is ending. Yes, die. I want this film to end. No, don't land the ground. Yes, die. Oh, god damn it, there's still like an hour of it left. But Salou is just chilling, just hanging out, and he catches Caroline. So then Caroline goes back to the truck, and the grandma's just gone. Also, this police officer here, look at his face in this scene. Look at it. No, it's like, look at what happens to it. Yeah, it just glitches out. What? Oh, and by the way, this happens like twice. Look, it happens again. So Caroline goes and tries to make the magic potion, the secret formula. Also, apparently, the police officer is just going after it, after Salou and Caroline. I don't really remember. I don't care. But there's also this dude from the company also hanging there. But it turns out that these are mind controlled dudes. There's just some chip just, hanging under, attached to them. They're just normal people who got mind controlled. Also, you gotta love this cat thing, who is, by the way, named Moose, and looks like a weasel. Why does he look like a weasel? Let's just call him, Weasel from now on. Just call him Weasel, because he's a weasel. He's a weasel in disguise as a cat. So then we're introduced to the main villain, who, by the way, they don't give us any name to tip us off. She's just the villain. Just call her the villain. Just the villain, because they don't give anything for us to work with. And these are the guys who kidnapped the grandma. So these dudes are just going after grandma's secret recipe. So then Caroline's is feeling bad because she is the reason why the grandma is missing. And don't worry, you were just trying to make the film end. Wait, no you weren't. The film exists because of that. Damn it, Caroline. Caroline just continues to try and make the secret formula. So then Caroline calls the villain. And the villain like, I'll free your grandma if you just give me the recipe. Okay? So Caroline just goes to do it. So then the villain's mom arrives. Okay, I guess. But for some reason she likes poker a lot, so yeah. So the granny says that she wants to play with her. She's essentially just trying to get out of the, process of telling the villain about the secret formula. I'm just gonna say secret formula because, you know, Mr. Krabs' secret formula. Also, it turns out that the villain apparently kidnapped a bunch of other grandmas, I guess, who make the secret formulas. So Caroline is going to some forest, and this scene, it gave me flashbacks to Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie. Their slope physics, to be exact. But then those dudes working at the, you know, factory, they find Salou. Meanwhile, Caroline, she just continues to walk through the forest. More filler, I guess. I don't remember. I don't care to remember. But then Salou gets arrested. Yeah. So then the guy at the factory just strapped the grandma to a table. Yeah, just to start spinning her around. But the cat weasel follows Caroline, and you know the police officer, you know, he follows. Then they actually just start spinning her around over at the factory. And then then Caroline just finds a bunch of flowers. So Caroline just takes one, I guess, to make the secret formula. So you go, Caroline just randomly in new clothing for some reason. It's never explained. I don't even give a crap anymore. Why am I expecting anything from this film? So then Caroline goes in some cave and concocts the actual secret formula. So then Caroline just gets an umbrella and starts flying. You know, she just starts flying. And we get a stupid song about it too. Damn it. Caroline just releases a magic potion which releases some bats. Sorry, I mean butterflies. They look like bats, okay? How am I supposed to tell the difference? Well, since this is a Halloween themed review, yeah, they're bats. So they're actually on a glider. Oh, and by the way, the song that we just heard like a minute ago had lyrics that just said that Caroline did not need a glider to fly. Yeah. She's flying on a glider. Once again, I don't care anymore, okay? So then Caroline just going through the factory trying to find her grandma. So then she finds the grandma, who is, by the way, is not dead. She's just, you know, just lying there asleep, I guess. So then the villain arrives, and yeah, Caroline tries to go out, but yep, she can't go. So Caroline's just concocting the potion for the villain, but then she has an idea. Yeah, she puts something in the secret formula, and yeah, the villain just sticks it to her feet, and so her hand and foot just gets stuck. That's creepy. Stop staring at me like that. You're faking it. Yeah, I didn't like how you're staring at me like that. Well, I guess the villain kinda deserved it. I mean, she's the reason why this film even exists. She's the actual conflict and the reason why the plot was formed. So yeah, serves her right. So they just escape out of the factory. And an extremely long scene, by the way. It takes like literally forever for the scene to end. So after this extremely long scene, the film finally is over. But what the hell is this frame rate? Okay. But anyway, this message like just comes out of nowhere about technology being bad and the environment being good. Yes, I'm not kidding. This theme just came out of nowhere. Okay. They didn't even explain any of it. They don't explain anything, okay? This plot is terrible. This movie is terrible. Alright, it's finally over. I can put this nightmare to rest. Alright, so what are my overall thoughts on the film? Do you even need to hear me say this? I think I've already spelled it out to you. You still need it? Oh, okay, fine. So, first of all, the story was stupid, confusing, and just boring. Boring as hell. The film drags on for, like, forever, and none of the characters are interesting at all. The animation, slow and laggy, not good at all, and the voice acting is absolutely horrendous. Yeah, it just sucks, okay? And once again, the dialogue is just incredibly weird, and overall, you have a film that's total garbage. So yeah, I rate this film a 0 out of 10, so don't do ha 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 ha. Wait, who's that? Yeah, Coolness 17. You were gonna get a treat, but I gave you a trick. What do you mean? Well, you see, you were gonna review Coroline, but I edited the script, so it said Caroline. Yeah, I fooled you. You had to watch that entire film. So, I was supposed to review Coroline, but instead I reviewed Caroline? Well, maybe next year, but for now, don't do drugs and stay in school. God, I really wish you hit the trash can. Wow, that was pretty violent. Why'd you throw me like that? Why are you even surprised at this point?